we want to bring in our Nancy Cordes. She has been following the Clinton campaign from the very beginning, and it is all wound to this. Joining us from Chappaqua, New York. Nancy, again, it was an awfully late night for the secretary. What did you make, especially of those final hours from Philadelphia onward?
Well, first of all, you're not on Clinton time unless you're half an hour late. So by my calculations, you should be here any minute. But it was, it was sort of the Clintons not wanting to leave anything on the table last night. It was very interesting to be on that final leg of the campaign. We arrived in North Carolina not quite knowing what to expect at this midnight rally in Raleigh, North Carolina. And they were raising the roof in there. Lady Gaga had already been performing by the time that the press corps and the Clintons walked into the auditorium at NC State. She had the crowd on its feet. They were going crazy. She was playing the piano. Then she started dancing on the piano. Then John Bon Jovi came out and they started doing a duet. And so it was really a pretty spectacular way to end what has seemed at times like an excruciatingly long campaign. Hillary Clinton came out along with her husband, along with Chelsea Clinton, and sort of went through the laundry list of issues that a lot of Democrats care about and said, look, if you care about college affordability, you have to vote. If you care about child care, you have to vote. If you care about kids having equal access to great schools all around the country, you have to vote. If you care about raising the minimum wage, you have to vote, and on and on. What she's really doing in these last 24 hours is looking for any way she can to motivate her base to get out and vote. Her campaign knows that they've got a strategy. They know that the votes are there. As long as their supporters get to the polls, they think they'll win.
Nancy, what's the mood inside the Clinton campaign? Is it relief? Is it anxiety? Where are they emotionally right now?
Alex, I'd say they're not cocky, but they are definitely confident. This is a team that has had a strategy in place now for almost 2 years. There's a lot of veterans of the Obama operation in 2008 and 2012, and you know what that means. It means that they're very data-driven. They know where their voters are, down to the street, down to the house. They know exactly who they need to turn out. They have scores assigned to every single voter in these battleground states, ranking them 1 to 100 based on how likely they are to turn out, because they look at their past turnout record, and how supportive they're likely to be of Hillary Clinton based on a whole bunch of demographic factors. And so they know exactly who to target, exactly who to call over and over again, exactly whose door to knock on. And so they feel very comfortable in their strategy. It's very comforting to know that you've got a plan and you're sticking to it and you're executing it. So as long as there are no major flaws in their assumptions, they do think that they will be victorious. But there's still no way to go into a day like this and not feel just incredibly nervous. Everything that they've been building towards for the past 2 years is on the line today.
Nancy, we've seen record numbers of early voters. The tea leaves being offered to read suggest good things for the Clinton campaign, even though, as they are confident, if there's one thing that perhaps kept them all up at night last night, what is it?
North Carolina. I think that they really would like a victory in that state. It is a great firewall if you're trying to keep Donald Trump from getting to 270. They had Tim Kaine basically parked in the state all day long yesterday. He just went from city to city before finally heading to his home state of Virginia last night. Hillary Clinton, of course, did her final rally in North Carolina as well. So they really think it's going to be incredibly close in that state. They think that a victory there is within their grasp, but everything has to go perfectly. They're much more confident, say, in Florida and in New Hampshire. Beyond that, you mentioned how well they did in early voting. I think another thing that makes them a little nervous is, well, what if the fact that so many Democrats voted early just means that, we were so good at getting them out then that there isn't some new pocket of voters that are going to show up on election day. It's just that we got everybody out early. And so they've got a lot of work to do today to make sure that the people who are most reliable when it comes to voting turnout today. Where the strategy was in early voting to target those low propensity voters, people who need a little bit of an extra push, people who need a few reminders and some extra motivation. The belief was if you can get those folks to the polls early, then you don't have to worry about them on election day, and you can focus on the people who you know are on your side.
Nancy Cordes there in Chappaqua, where Hillary Clinton is expected at any moment to, at long last, cast her ballot. Nancy, we appreciate, of course, I'm sure we'll be checking back in with you as the day does unfold.